So, back to where I was. Sorry, I got cut off by my camera. Come out of your Shavasana, so roll to your right side and come up to seated, comfortably as you can be, whether it's kneeling or cross-legged. And from here I would just, I would have you, where should we start? We'll start simple. If you can take your right arm and move it left to the back. You don't have to force it, just kind of feel it out. And look, you can only rotate your neck as far as you can and just kind of hold, keep it. Remember to mind your breathing. And for some, this stretch it's kind of pulling on your ribs. It's pulling and curving the spine. So this will increase your spinal strength. This is a weird opener to start with, but I figured it's pretty simple. So the other side now, you're going to put your left hand here, right hand back. And I believe this is considered, half bow pose? I might be wrong there. If you wanted to do a full bow pose is fun though, really is. I think, I'm going to keep it in the stretch for a minute. I might be going really, really fast in this. So remember, on your body, mind your own yoga, especially your breathing. And it's fall here, and it's not that cold in this house, but if, wherever you are, if it's winter, this will definitely warm you up. Oh, and that reminds me of another story. I was in California. You can come out of the bow pose or the half bow, where I had gone to the beach, and it was a really rainy day, and I didn't want to go home yet. I wanted to wait till the rain passed, the storm passed, and instead of going home completely wet with rain, I stuck it out and did yoga for the whole hour. And believe it or not, keeping it down dog and doing shoulder pose and all the different poses to keep warm. When that storm ended, my everything, every part of my body was dry, and within the next I guess 10 or 20 minutes, my clothes were dry too. So that is really a testament to the power of yoga, that it can really, it can warm your body and strengthen you in such a way that it affects how you resist your environment. So back to poses here. I'm not going to do the full bow pose. I love pigeon pose because it's good for my butt, and I'm just being honest about that. So the pigeon pose, right? You'd be on all fours here, just like this, like a cat, and you're going to take your left leg in toward your right. If you're heavier, this is not going to happen. When I was that heavy, I didn't have the flexibility. My body wasn't ready for it. So you can cheat by just going like this and kind of just leaning down over it. If you are lighter weight, you can slip it all the way over and then lean on. Yeah. And see, that feels so good to me that I have my left foot curled underneath my thigh, and it's pulling on the butt. And you can just lower your Our head down. Stay pigeon. And so you remember, I'm watching my breathing here. I'm listening into my body, what it's asking me, what it's telling me. And right now it's telling me, hey, that glute is really tight right now. Alright, so we're gonna switch up a little bit here. So I'm gonna pull my leg under, and now I'm gonna do it on the other side, so you'll actually, if you weren't able to just pick it up like what I did, you'll be able to see it for sure this time. So here we go. Left leg goes over, thigh goes under. So you can see that the leg is over there, it's under my thigh, things are kind of balanced out. So yeah, I was thinking about like my yoga and how I'd want to be remembered for my yoga, and I guess from my perspective, there's numerous gods in the Hindu in yoga philosophy and the various the Bhagavad Gita, the Ramayana, and all the other Vedic texts as they call them. But I always had a connection with Hanuman, the monkey god of humility, and Hanuman is gifted with all these powers that he's given all these blessings by the gods, but the cost is that he has to remember them over time, and every I guess as he ages, he remembers each power one at a time, and all his powers are so numerous, but I guess hold on, I'm going to command a pigeon right here. Go on to all fours, just so I can so I can talk better. And remember, I'm listening to my body here. So yeah, Hanuman. Hanuman is said to have thought of the sun as a mango, and he would always, try to reach for the mango that he was, in this comedic, almost comedic way, that he would, I guess he would start climbing trees and, trying to, find a way to get there. And the way I think of that is that, in a way, our sun is a mango. We have all this life and energy and trees, and we have air to breathe, and we can thank our sun for that. So yeah, I am in all four here, so I'm actually going to go into down dog and get my lower back a stretch. So what you're going to do is from your legs in the back here, and we're gonna lift from our feet. So we're just gonna hold that. I'm probably not saying this correctly either to explain it, but the action might speak louder than my words. So yeah, I'm gonna hold this down dog for a little bit. And if you're heavier, this might feel extremely stressful on your body. But over time, it'll really strengthen your back. And that's really important because we always walk around every day, and we sit down in our chairs, and even if you're an office dweller or a corporate ladder climber, you're sitting in chairs mostly, and this is a good way of waking up that part of your spine that's been sleeping for so long from being stuck behind a desk. All right, so I'm actually going to come up to standing. So you're gonna put your left foot there, right foot there, and then slowly curl up. You might feel a blood rush there from breathe in, breathe out. So from here we're up to standing. Part of Hanuman's story is that he has this thing called monkey mind, and with monkey mind his mind is always somewhere else, that he's trying to reach for something, and he's trying to do all these things at once. So usually for monkey mind, if you're having a hard time being grounded and connected with reality, which is very hard in this world these days, you're going to lift your left foot. You don't have to go as high as I do either. You can just kind of chill out there if that's not if you're not comfortable to bring it up here. Right? And some instructors will be able to put it all the way up, like. So I'm kind of just chilling out here. Do whatever you can to keep balanced. Look for a place in the room where there is no movement, and just kind of focus on that point. And breathe. And really, part of yoga is challenging your body too. So like I said, this is an advanced class, so to go into tree pose, you might not be ready for it. You might trip like that, or your leg won't be ready for it. If you, like I said, if you feel that feeling that I have to stop here, just stop and breathe. Mind that breathing. I feel my legs. All right, so now I'm going to do the same thing on my right side here. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Breathe. And 90% of yoga is actually breathing. That everything, there's so much importance to the rest of your yoga. The Ayurvedic yogas and all the other the other spiritual aspects, the postures themselves, the intellectual part. But the most important part is that you be able to breathe. Because if you can't breathe, you can't provide oxygen to your lungs, your mind won't be clear enough. So I'm going to come out of the other tree pose. Okay. So I feel like for me, recording this class is a big step for me. I guess with all the emotional stuff that I've been going through lately, which, it's been up and down and up and down. This is therapy for me too. So next, I'm gonna go into a sun salutation, which. All right, so my sun salutation, right? Okay, so you're gonna. There's this breath of joy. So basically you're doing a squat. I actually think that was a breath of joy. I like to touch my toes. You don't necessarily have to do this. This is called a forward fold, and you're going forward with your hips. They're kind of like gears, right? That are going down a crane. So you're going forward over my hips. I'm reaching down to the ground. I'm holding. I'm holding. I'm holding. All right. Right. So the next thing we want to do